There was a time when movies felt different. Not just look better, they felt alive. From movies like Commando, Demolition Man, Terminator, even Groundhog Day. Those films weren't just watched, they were experienced. We all remember the line, "I'll be back." But what made it stick was a texture. Well, it was a grain, it was softness, it was halation, it was imperfection of lenses, but also of celluloid. It was a plenty of factors that brought movie to life. Christopher Nolan, J.J. Abrams, Deakins, Quentin Tarantino, they are still using film to tell the story. Why they are doing this? Well, the film has specific look regular cameras, digital cameras can't give you. But it's something out there, guys, that will help you emulate the original film look from the digital footage. And this software is called DEHANCER. What is DEHANCER? Well, DEHANCER is an emulator. It's a plugin built for us filmmakers. So we can make this transition from digital to film world. And it's really fast and simple to use. Drop DEHANCER to your footage, apply settings, apply one of the 60 films that DEHANCER offers you, make a little adjustments, add halation, bloom, grain, and here it is. Magic's happen. Now you have real film from your digital footage. So simple. With DEHANCER, your digital camera becomes a time machine. So you are no longer limited to your sensor. You are painting with Fujifilm, Agfa and Kodak. Nowadays we have plenty of filmmakers, producers who are using digital and film cameras. But someday it's gonna come time when we only gonna have digital cameras. So what we gonna do? Well, DEHANCER is the answer. So now I'm gonna show you how DEHANCER work. Important is to know that this is not like a full color grading tutorial. This is nothing like that. This is gonna be overview to show you how DEHANCER works, what it can bring to you, how this look actually apply to your footage, to digital footage. So this is gonna be like a shorter version what DEHANCER can do to your footage, not like a full color grading process. DEHANCER is gonna give you this specific look, but still you have to adjust a lot more in the color grading process to create this final look. So at the very beginning I just wanna show you something. This is how regular video recorder or any kind of camera, digital camera look like. And it is absolutely without any vibe. Compared to this, it just doesn't have any vibe, filmmaking vibe to it. So these shots actually are already in the color space of Rec 709. So let's dive in. So we have like a few samples. We are using DaVinci Resolve. So we are right now in a page where we have the whole color grading process. We have, like you see, DaVinci has these pages. I do like it. It is super cool that we have everything separated. It's not like everything in one, like in Premiere or Final Cut. It is like pro tool really for filmmakers, editors, and more importantly, people who color grade the films. And this is the view. This is how it looks. So we're gonna look for DEHANCER here on the right side where the effects are. We're gonna just type DEHANCER and right away we're gonna see the emulator on the right side. So we're gonna apply it to the node. As you see right now, it changed everything. As you see, we have some grain, we have some desaturation, we have a film applied already. So the thing is here, like you have to disable some things if you don't want it. So as you see here, you're toggling between on and off. If for example you don't want this option to apply, you have to turn this off. If you don't want this function to apply, you are doing the same thing exactly in every of this function that DEHANCER has. So I already turned off everything, so we have a clear footage. This is the original footage right now. As you see, I'm toggling on and off DEHANCER, the whole like a DEHANCER plugin. So as you see, we have no effects. In the very top we have an input. So this is actually a log footage from my Sony A7IV. So to grade this, you know, bring this back to like a normal natural colors, we have to apply a lot. So we are choosing my Sony camera, we are choosing A7IV, that should be somewhere over here, and this was shot in S-Log3. We already have plenty of colors, nice grain and everything. So what do I recommend? Generally, I said before that this is not gonna be color grading process, but to get this, you know, good results, I recommend you to do noise reduction and to remove this fierce noise that we have on the footage. So before DEHANCER, this should be all adjustment, color grading process and everything what you want to do with the footage, and DEHANCER should be at the very end. Here we can adjust the exposure, color, temperature, tint, depth range, but also you can do this in DaVinci itself, so this is optional. Next section is a most important section. This is where you choose the film look from the whole list. You have 60 of them, and to have that, when you install this plugin, you have to click the button to download everything. So just letting you know, if this is not showing you up right away, click the button, download it, and you're gonna have it. And you just choose the profile, and yeah, magic happen. Like the most popular one are the Kodak's Vision 3. So this stands from daylight and T tungsten. So daylight is 5500, tungsten is 3200. So yeah, and this is ISO 50, 500, 250, 200. So yeah, those are the most popular. So let's choose, for example, this bad boy. Let's enable it, and here we apply the look from Kodak Vision 350D. Okay, next what we have a whole development process. So as you see, kind of self-explanatory. We have a contrast boost, gamma correction, color separation, color boost. Next what we have is film compression. So this is related with highlight, like a roll-off. So this is like, I would say in digital camera, tonal range. So wherever we have like this clash between a dark and bright spot, we can like correct a little bit over here, so we don't have this harsh transition from the darker to brighter spot. Next what you have is expand, so black point, white point, also very self-explanatory. So we are darkening the blacker spots on the image, or we can like bright up a little bit the brighter parts of the image. So this is expand. Print. This all what we are doing here is actually translating negative to positive. So here we also have some like exposures. This is like a final process of developing the film. So here we have like an exposure that we can also adjust. Very similar this what we have on the top. I know that I messed it up in the image, you don't have to tell me, but I'm just showing you the functions. So we have a tonal contrast, also color density. So the print process is more like a final process of the creating positive from the negative. Next what we have is a color head. This is a place where we are playing a little bit with the colors, but as I mentioned before, if you want to play with colors, you are using the wells in the DaVinci, or overall like a whole function from the DaVinci Resolve, because this is much more powerful. So I will recommend you to don't touch anything over here. You can also gang them, so you can use like, you know, all of them at once, move them left and right, but as I mentioned, use the DaVinci function, because this is much more professional, I would say. It's super great that we have it, but I would prefer DaVinci Resolve functions to, you know, grade the footage. And here we have a whole fun. So we have a grain. So we have a few options. Well, we have a lot of options of grain that we can choose. You can adjust the amount of it. So you cannot do this in like film world. When you're recording a film, is always the same. But here in DEHANCER, we can adjust how much this film grain will like. This is fantastic. Next we have a halation. Halation is giving you like this reddish looking like blur around very bright objects. So this is looking super cool. Bloom. So bloom is more like a mist, and this bloom applies also in the areas where we have like a very bright sections. It is very nice. It works kind of like a mist filter, but mist filter actually applies to whole of the footage, right? The advantage of bloom that it apply only to this, you know, contrasty darken and brighter spot and make this image look really magical. Film damage, if you saw like a speckles on the videos or something like it, you see over here like a small things. So this is exactly what it is. So like a damages on the film, you see like a dots, spots, brighter, darker. So this is kind of like a replica of a real film. Film breathe means that the image itself is like a moving, you know, zooming in and zooming out. So this is like a film breathe. Next what we have is a gate wave, and gate wave is like a jittering movement. And for fun we also have like we can apply you know, the overscan to the image to see how actually the whole like a film look like. It's super cool. And here we are at the end. We also have a vignette, but I think all we know what vignette really is. And now I will show you how digital footage will change to cinematic movie. Also, do not forget that I have for you 10% of discount code konrado00.com. Go and use it. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I very hope I'm gonna see you in the next one.